Laura and I are really excited that we've had an opportunity to write a book for Dave Burgess Publishing, and our book is called TeamMakers. And in this short video, we'd like to tell you a little bit about it. The premise of TeamMakers is that we need to look at things differently in education in order to impact change. TeamMakers is not just a book. We think of TeamMakers as a movement, and from this movement, we are encouraging within this book to reflect on practices that have existed in education, think about doing them differently, at times dream, and come up with new ways of doing things. We believe that if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, well, you're going to get the same result. We also believe that everything in education is designed to give us exactly what we get.
We start with dreams because dreams are roadmaps to where you can go. At the core of our movement are students and the skills they need in a rapidly changing world. They'll have to communicate, collaborate, analyze information, think creatively, develop leadership capacity, and solve complex problems. We see today's students as tomorrow's leaders and global citizens. And in TeamMakers, Evan, in order to accomplish this, we recommend that schools make a shift from teacher-centered to student-centered learning, if they have not yet made this shift. We also encourage schools to think of coaches supporting teachers within your district. The point is that the coach builds teachers' self-confidence, background knowledge, and helps them on their journey of change.
You know, the really interesting thing about TeamMakers is Laura is a literacy coach, and I'm a building level principal. So her perspective is on impactful change at the classroom level, at the instructional level. My focus in this book is more on the administrative changes that can occur within a building, all the way up to the central office, again, in order to create positive, impactful change for kids, for teachers, and for a community. Many of you who are viewing this, experience faculty meetings in a very traditional way. You sat and you received information. So in this book, we want to talk a little bit about flipped faculty meetings, and we know that that's not necessarily a brand new idea, but we put some interesting spins on that we think can help, again, create good, positive, impactful change within your building. And again, it's about thinking about something that has been done one way in the past, and then thinking about a different way to do it. In our book, we talk about this wonderful parallelism that can help get people speaking common language, focused on the same goals, and hopefully achieving success for students and for teachers.
Right, and we even suggest ways to develop these initiatives and make them happen. We give you lots of guidelines that you can adapt and adjust, and we're really excited about the fact that what you read in this book, ultimately, you're going to make your own.
So the book has a lot of interesting ideas. Remember, we think of TeamMakers not just as a book, but we think of TeamMakers as a movement. We hope you enjoy the book, and we hope you join the TeamMakers movement by using the hashtag TeamMakers.
And we hope you dream a lot.